So, you're thinking about your life. Maybe you're wondering what you're meant to do, or who you're meant to be. And you think that God may be calling you to the priesthood. Possibly you've been told that you would be a great priest, or you've just noticed how happy your own parish priest is. But how do you discover or discern if the priesthood is right for you? By going to seminary. What is seminary, and how do you know if you should go? Seminary is where men learn to become priests. At seminary, you spend time discerning what God's true path is for you. And it helps to be around other men who are also discerning. In fact, the support from the faculty, priests, and brother seminarians makes seminary the best place to seek God's path for you. Not everyone who enters seminary will become a priest. Some men discern that God is calling them to a different life. But because of their time at seminary, these men will always have the gift of the friends they made and the peace that comes from a deeper understanding of their own faith. So, how do you know if seminary is the right decision for you, or if it's the right time to go? First, you meet with the vocations director of the diocese. Don't worry, he won't try to convince you to be a priest, or not to be a priest. His job is simply to give you support and guidance as you discern for yourself what God is calling you to do. If you do decide that seminary is the place for you to discern God's path, then the vocations director will guide you through this process. He went through it once too. If you've never attended college, you'll take 4 years of courses in college seminary, where you will graduate with a Bachelor's of Arts in Philosophy. If you already have an undergraduate degree, it doesn't matter which subject you studied, or if you have a BA or a BS. You'll take 2 years of courses in philosophy to prepare you to move on to 4 years of theological studies. If you're still in high school and you're considering seminary, we have discernment groups that will help you decide if you are ready to take the next step in your discernment. So, how do you get started? Either call or email the vocations office and tell the vocations director that you'd like to learn more. The vocations director will want to sit down with you in person, just to get to know you. He will want to hear about you, your life, and how you started to hear God's call to be a priest. After meeting with the vocations director, if he thinks that you're in a good place to begin the process, he will recommend you fill out the application to become a seminarian for the Diocese of Nashville. This application can be found on nashvocations.org under the Are You Ready tab. Hover over this tab and you'll see To Apply. Click on this and you'll be taken to a simple 10-step process. The application process is designed to be a tool for discernment. At this point, you have a series of forms that you fill out basic information, like your name, address, and contact information. And then you will fill out the first questionnaire. This is the first of 3 questionnaires that you'll be filling out. Each one covers a different part of your life and are all designed to help you discern whether the diocesan priesthood is something you're suited to and are truly interested in pursuing. Once you've completed all of the forms and the first questionnaire, email or call the vocations office and set up your first interview. This is the first of 3 meetings with the vocations director where you will have the opportunity to ask questions and go deeper in your discernment of seminary. After each questionnaire, you'll schedule another meeting with the vocations director. For most men, these meetings with the vocations director are really helpful in discovering if going to the seminary is, in fact, what they should do. After you've completed this part of the application process, the vocations director will ask you to set up a time for him to come and meet your family. Even though discernment is personal, it happens in the context of the relationships in our lives. And family relationships are very important. It's where we learn a great deal about who we are as individuals. This is also an opportunity for your family to be able to ask questions of the vocations director. Sometimes moms and dads ask questions that you would never think to ask. After the family visit, the vocations director will help you set up an appointment with one of the approved psychologists for psychological evaluation. It sounds scary, but it's not. In fact, most men find this visit to be very helpful, as they have a chance to talk to a trained psychologist who understands the call to priesthood. They can give you recommendations and feedback on how to continue this important process of discernment. Now you're nearly there. The last step is meeting with the bishop. This meeting is an opportunity for you and the bishop to speak one-on-one and get to know each other. After a positive meeting with the bishop, you will then be accepted to the Diocese of Nashville, and you'll officially be a seminarian for the diocese. Once you're accepted as a seminarian, the vocations director will let you know which seminary you'll be attending. Every seminary has unique strengths, so the vocations office and the bishop will work together to place each seminarian in the seminary that is best suited to help him thrive. And that's it. If you think God has called you to the priesthood, it is important for you to gain confidence about the calling. We are here to help aid you in your own discernment about God's purpose for your life.